Oh, paying quarterly taxes. I am doing that today. I'll be able to check that off once I've paid those. So, yay. And also, boo. Good morning, everybody. It is Thursday, January 9th. It is Plan As You Go, where I show how I use my planners in tandem for an entire month. I basically lost yesterday. We had our family lunch for Jesse's birthday at the Brazilian Steakhouse, but then not only was my foot really hurting, but I had a really bad kidney day. So I spent most of yesterday laying down, and it was rough. And I'm still not feeling great, but I promised Kat we would go to Japantown today for their birthday, so I gotta get going. At least I got up when I wanted to today, relatively, so that was interesting. And going to Japantown's always fun because there's stationery and sushi there, two things I enjoy. January 9th, 2020. So have you guys heard, like, the thing, I saw it going around Facebook, and everybody knows if something's going around Facebook, it's true, about how you should date your checks or your whatever you date the full 2020, not just the abbreviated 20, because if it was the abbreviated 20, people can go and add an additional year onto it. Like if I sign something January 9th, 20, somebody could go make it January 9th, 2014. Have you guys heard that? I'm just curious to know how valid that is. I mean, it makes sense, but I'm just curious because I saw that and I'm pondering things because it's early and my caffeine hasn't kicked in yet. Today's word is excited, and today's doodle is probably my favorite thing. The whole reason I even like doing the Mario doodling challenges because I love it, and that's Little Goomba. I don't know if you guys remember, but back in the olden days when I think it was when Super Mario 3 came out. When Super Mario 3 came out, McDonald's had like Happy Meals and they had little toys, like the Happy Meal toys. And there was the little Goomba that was like this big and it had a suction cup and you would squish its head forward and the suction cup would stick to the feet and then it would bounce back. And that was my favorite toy ever. Hi, sweetheart. This morning I was coming out here in the dark and I was trying desperately not to step on the cat. And somehow I managed to kick one of them, I think Loki, but Lulu was right next to him, and they both took off running, scared, and ran straight into the cardboard boxes, and then skidded under the chair. I didn't see this, I heard this, because, it was dark. Yeah. Both of them with massively puffy tails. And my poor foot that's super sore was the foot that kicked them. And I'm already spelling the word excited wrong. It's going to say exited. Damn it. Okay, I think I might have overdone those eyebrows, which is why I don't do my own eyebrows. What a morning. Here's my Erin Condren. We did these things. Jesse took Kat to the appointment and paid the bill because my feet and my kidneys were hurting. I did not get most of these things done. I got the cards dropped off and I did the email I needed to. And we went to lunch. But I'm just going to put some washi tape down this with a kidney because I like indicating the days that my kidneys were really bad. And this was a bad kidney day. Today on the docket we have paying my quarterly taxes and then going to Japantown and sushi. And then this afternoon I have a phone call and Kat is having some friends over to play D&D. So I'm going to put those things on here as well. It's entirely the wrong day. I feel like the nerdy Steve is appropriate for that. My kid would probably not appreciate it, but they're still asleep right now. I also need to put the weather in for the rest of the week. Oh, it's too bad the rain is not supposed to last. Although according to the forecast, it's supposed to rain all of next week, which would be a lovely question mark, depending on what I have to do. Anyway, there's a lot of Steves on this planner. Steve. Kidney related to Steve. Let me look at my power sheets. I'm not doing anything from them today for the most part because I'm not really focusing on work today. And I mean, there's other stuff as well, but... Oh, paying quarterly taxes. I am doing that today. I'll be able to check that off once I've paid those. So, yay. And also, boo. So I didn't morning routine yesterday, but I did morning routine today. Did not 10K steps yesterday. I think I did like 3K because my foot was hurting so badly that like it makes sense. And I'm going to consider our lunch. It wasn't a date, but it was a family date together. And I think that counts for lunch. So quarterly taxes today. I'll be able to check that off. Viv, don't cry for me, Argentina. You can totally cry for me, Argentina. Now, my hair actually was pretty good yesterday. I didn't wash it, but I did refresh it, and it actually got curlier. I have a new refresh spray I'm also trying, so that might be part of it. It's from the Diva Curl line. It's called Mr. Right. Puns. And then here's my list. I didn't even get my plan with me edited. I did that before. Like, I'm doing that this morning. So I'm going to moving this forward, all these forward, this forward, and this forward. So let's get into it. Whether I do all of those today or not, that's necessarily the question. Can't stamp straight for the life of me. Here is my list for the day. It's filming this video and then editing and scheduling both today's video that you're watching, the video you watched yesterday, and then this video itself, if you understood any of that. Going to Japantown with the kids, the D&D over at our house, and then the kids need to do their bathroom and vacuum, but I'm putting it on here to remind myself to have them do it. I have a call at 5 p.m. I need to pay my quarterly taxes, and I really want to rearrange my shelves today. So that's not very much, but I'm just trying to be realistic with not only having the kids home, being gone for half the day, hanging out with them, and then having a bunch of people over here. I don't think I'm going to be able to get that much done. I'll be lucky if I can listen to my phone call without getting distracted. So that is going to be my day, I believe. Now, one of the things that is cool about today and yesterday is that we got to have a couple of our favorite things, going to the Brazilian steakhouse, and then today the kids and I are having sushi while we're at Japantown. Sushi is probably our favorite thing to get together as a family, and I love sushi. And my favorite sushi is just the regular tuna nigiri or a really super fried roll. But what is one of your favorite? If you could go to any style of restaurant for your birthday or for whatever, if you go to any kind of restaurant, what kind of restaurant would you go to, or what do you go to? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in my next video.